Save Par Golf Podcast is brought to you by Hole Number 20, clothes suited for all. We've recently collaborated with them and have Save Par Golf merchandise on their website. Make sure to use SavePar15 to get 15% off your entire order. Visit Save Par Golf on Instagram, and the link is in our bio to purchase. Welcome to Save Par Golf Podcast, where two average golfers talk about golf and things. I'm your host, Eric.
I'm Dominic.
In today's episode, we will dive into the Masters drama along with fan questions. Dom, this is episode 2. There's a lot of drama unfolding right now in the Masters, including Dustin Johnson missing the cut, Rory missing the cut,
Cantley missed the cut too.
Cantley, who's a high favorite.
Yeah.
A Matt Wolff dequalification.
DQ'd. Yeah, they got him.
Not in a good way. And Justin Rose. Now in episode 1, I know we're diving right into this, but we were talking about stimmies, right?
Stimmy on Bryson.
We were talking about stimmies. You had your stimmy on Bryson. I did take 100 on my 50-1 odds on Justin Rose.
You did?
He was questionable too. Yeah. I know he didn't really play a whole lot. He had some back issues, but right now that guy is a man on a mission. He 50-1 odds. He's 7 under, I believe, right?
Correct. Yep.
He shot even today, which is Friday, second round. He was kind of bad. I mean, he battled it out. He was the beginning of the round. He wasn't playing too hot, but he definitely battled it out and kept his composure and ended up shooting even par. Now he's on top of the leaderboard. So there's a lot of different things going on right now at the Masters, which of course is always full of drama. What is something that you found interesting today, or at least with the Masters tournament, that you can think of that comes to mind?
I know round 1 everybody was kind of clowning Bryson.
Yep.
For shooting over par, and I'm not like a big Bryson guy, so I'm not going to stand up for him all the time. But
you put your stimmy on him, though.
I did. Do I regret that yet? No.
Not quite. No, he's 1 under, right? Yeah, I think he shot 5 under today.
Yes.
I believe he shot 5 under today.
I just saw him on here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's 1
he's
under.
-1.
Yeah,
yep,
so
1 under.
So he
shot 5 under.
Yeah, and tomorrow's Saturday. It's moving day.
I think he's a good candidate. I know we also talked about, or I really liked Colin Morikawa.
For sure.
And he's 2 under, shot 3 under today. So he's in a good position as well. So that's a good bounce back. Really, as long as you made the cut, I feel like you're doing better than a lot of people give you credit for, just with the way the course is playing right now. I can't even say playing this year because last year it didn't happen until later in the year.
Right.
But yeah, I think the big shock is everybody getting cut. Matt Wolff being DQ'd.
Yeah. Dustin Johnson, he won it, less than 6 months ago?
Yeah.
And
he was the strong favorite to come in, mop the floor with everybody. Yeah. And then everybody thought Rory was going to bounce back and make a run. And then surprisingly, Spieth after winning last week. So
he's pretty hot right now.
Yeah. Congrats to Spieth.
Keep it going.
Right now he's tied for 4th with 5 under. So, maybe what's stopping him? He's only 2 out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's so much more golf to play right now. Mm-hmm. It's going to be super exciting. Some of the other big notables that are out, Brooks Koepka.
Yeah.
He shot a 5 over.
I didn't even think he was going to play.
Right. And he said that he wasn't going to play. He only thought he was going to play if he was going to win it.
Right.
And obviously that didn't pan out for him.
Didn't he say one of his knees wasn't healing,
that's what he had. It was his knee surgery, but he still thought he could compete and win it. And then everyone went ahead and made Power Ranger memes.
I love it.
Yeah, I think I posted one also on Instagram.
I grew up watching Power Rangers, so seeing Brooks as a Power Ranger, loved it.
What are some other notables? Obviously Rory. He shot a 6 over today. I mean, he just couldn't find his groove. I mean, every time I was watching him, he was spraying it all over the place. He hit the balls. He just kept on hitting it right. He just couldn't stay out of trouble. He kind of started picking it up towards the end of the round, but at that point it was just too late. So he missed the cut.
Sergio did as well.
Sergio.
And I mean, I like Sergio, and he won it not too long ago.
Yeah.
A couple of years?
Yeah. Speaking of that, Dustin Johnson, he is the third Masters champion in 5 years to miss the cut following a tournament win, which
It's
Sergio
almost
and Danny Willett. So,
it's almost like a bad omen to win it.
yeah, I'd take that. I would want to win it though, right?
100%. Yeah, give me that jacket.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, what about Siwoo Kim?
I love watching the pros blow up. I think like
relatable, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what you kind of think.
It's like everybody likes to hate Sergio because he beats up bunkers. I beat up bunkers. I do rake them after. Like,
yeah, we gotta take your frustration out.
But I don't know, something about watching a pro struggle a little bit kind of makes him human. I love it.
No, yeah, I completely agree.
That being said, his struggle was hardly a struggle.
Yeah, what was the stat? It was on I believe the 14th.
Yeah.
So he bogeyed it, snapped his putter, and then ended up parring his way
with the 3-wood or something.
Yeah, he used a 3-wood, I believe. It could have even been a 5-wood, but in any case, no, it was a 3-wood. You're right. So he parred his way out. So, yeah, my next putter is I'm looking for a 3-wood.
I have a 5.
You do have a 5?
I do have a 5, yeah, from Mizuno.
Try those. Just see what happens.
At this point.
Anything's, you never know.
I like my putter. I feel like I putt really well with it. But, I mean, I'm going to have to give a 5-wood just a shot.
Gotta try it.
Yeah, bump and run everything.
For sure.
Even like a little 1-iron or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty impressive if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like you literally snap a club and then you go ahead and just... I mean, that is kind of that... like the definition of a professional golfer. You know what I mean? Like it really... Obviously, equipment matters.
Right.
But you could literally still grab whatever club and still hit the ball.
Well, my favorite part is he had to putt with the wood because he didn't have a backup putter.
Yep.
Who has a backup putter?
Well, yeah, exactly. Nobody really does. I mean, obviously he's gonna get a new one for tomorrow.
Well, probably, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, but still, when it comes out, nobody carries 2 putters in the bag.
Yeah, whoever his sponsor is gonna overnight him one today.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, there will be somebody that'll give him a putter. He'll be fine. Although I did see some memes and I saw
Did you see his little handshake issue?
I saw
that was my favorite.
Yeah, not only did he snap his putter, he had a little bit of an issue with trying to figure out what kind of handshake he was going with. But no, there was a lot of drama that unfolded today. A lot of good golf. I know we just kind of covered Bryson DeChambeau, and I think a lot of people posted today and took a lot of heat. He took a lot of heat because last year his famous quotes about how he's looking at it as a par 67.
Yeah.
And today he did shoot a 67, right?
Yeah.
But, like I said, we kind of talked about this last episode, on our first episode. You either love him or hate him, I feel like. And I do really love him. I think he's great for the game of golf. But I also do love the fact that he gets people fired up. You know what I mean? He's got that, like, that fire where, like I said, you either, like, absolutely like agree with him or you absolutely just can't stand him, and it's a great conversation piece, and he is super talented. He dissects the game. I mean, he said, some of the stuff he does is kind of goofy, but there's always a backstory of why he does it. I mean, he's not just doing it to be funny or being stupid. He has a reason why he's doing it.
Even before he got all, I like to call him beefy, like Beefy Bryson.
Beefy Bryson.
Yeah. Before he got all beefy, he had the 1-length irons, and the thought process was you're not changing your swing, so why change it?
Yep.
I think that's really interesting. And I was reading that there was some golfer back in the day, like way back in the day, who did the same thing.
I
can't think of his name,
but I think you're right. I think him and Bryson are like the only two that
I think that's super interesting. Have I ever played with any of the 1-lengths? No, but they're all the same length as a 7-iron, I believe. I can't hit my 7-iron.
I love my 7.
I can't. I just can't. If it's not a 4-iron, I'm kind of lost.
Sure. What other notables? I would say Will Zalatoris. I have him on my DraftKings pick, a rookie. who notably has been
looks like Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. He's doing the wow, yeah, wow.
Looks like Happy Gilmore's caddy.
Yeah, he's got the happy. So this guy is not a rookie. Okay, he might be a rookie playing the Masters, but he's acted. He's been on Happy Gilmore. I mean, this guy's got everything going for him.
Plus, he's got the poise of someone who's been there before.
Yeah, 6 under. What a stud. I would love to see him final pairing or at least in the contention on Sunday.
Well, yeah.
That would be pretty
especially
awesome. As a rookie,
and
right?
He's 24.
He's a young stud. Those are most of the notables. We did hint on Jordan Spieth, which is awesome.
Golf's more fun when Spieth is on. I just think he's, he goes about his business. It's entertaining, and one of the young faces of golf.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really important that he's playing well. He's taking that momentum from last week at the Valero, right?
Yep, Valero Open, Texas Valero Open.
Taking it, with him. He's taking names. I don't want to say he's back because you can have a good stretch and then have a bad stretch, but.
Yeah, no, I think he's definitely closer to the he's back than not.
Than it's been for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Another notable that we talked about on the first episode was Tony Finau. Another guy that we when we originally were talking about it, like he hits a good shot, hits a bad shot, you just really don't know because his composure. He just, you know what I mean. He's always.
He had a killer day today. Yeah, I think shot 6 under.
6 under. Yep.
That's
tied for 6 right now. And then another guy that's Justin Thomas. I think he shot 5 under. He was, I think, 3 under through Amen's corner. I mean, the dude just killed it. And I apologize for that sound on here.
I think through the corner he did really well.
Yeah, Amen's corner. I think he finished 2 or 3 under. So he
birdied through the corner.
Yeah. Okay.
So 3 under, right?
3 under. Yep. That would make sense. Yep. Morikawa. You did hint on Morikawa too.
I know you talked about Xander a little bit.
Yep.
So Schauffele, which I just learned how to say his last name.
Yeah, he's a stud. He battled today. I mean, he shot 3 under, in which he is 3 under for the round or for the tournament. So he's it's pretty solid. How about Fleetwood? Right? We had talked about his
Mr.
Nike,
Ugly shirt.
Yeah, Mr. Ugly shirt. He wore some crazy designs, that's for sure. They look like kind of like lightning bolts.
I saw somebody said it was the map to the green and like an Instagram comment. Okay. And I lost it a little bit. I was like, that's funny. I'm mad I didn't think about it. But yeah, he had an ace yesterday.
Yeah.
So Thursday.
Correct. Yep.
And then today he wears the same shirt, but different colors.
Different color, yeah.
Tell me that's not superstitious.
Superstitious. Not superstitious, a little stitious.
Little stitious.
Yeah, no, I mean, let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's see if he's going to have probably the same shirt, different design. Yeah, same, just different color.
Yeah, I'm sure Nike's got it.
Yeah, they got
printed right now.
What about, did you follow along to the Abraham Answer? I could be pronouncing it wrong. I think it's Answer. Abraham Answer. He's out of Mexico.
I heard it.
He got penalized yesterday for ground.
Was that like the slightest little graze?
Out of the bunker, which is, I mean,
I watched the video a few times in slow-mo.
It's so hard to really.
I don't know where he grazed.
Who are these people that are like these camera critics or these people that are like, I mean, I'm all for like having the correct rules and in place and all that, but I mean, dude, no.
I think with a rule like that, you should have to do it right then. You should make that call right away.
Not 2 hours after he signed his card.
Yeah, you should have that figured out. Obviously, if it was super obvious, that's a different story. But the fact that you can't really see where he grounded or brushed it or whatever.
It's so hard to decide. I mean, it looks like towards the end, he does kind of barely take up a piece. But again, you could tell it wasn't out of...
it's not him getting an advantage or anything.
Exactly. So that was kind of interesting. But I think he ended up finishing even for the day.
Yeah, he shot 3 under.
I'm sorry, 3 under today. He's even for the tournament. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of big names that could climb up that leaderboard tomorrow. I said Saturday is so fun for the Masters.
Well, and it's still so wide open considering, +3 is kind of the bottom right now. And yeah, it's +3 and Rose is 7 under.
I mean,
crazier things can happen.
Yeah, I mean, when you think of Tony Finau, Weisberger, I mean, they both shot 6 under today. Leishman shot 5 under today. So, I mean, and again, tomorrow's moving day. So there's going to be people out there putting low numbers out there. So it could be a totally different leaderboard by tomorrow, which is why we love the Masters. I had kind of anticipated from being kind of from what the experts are saying is that this is the firmest and toughest greens they've seen in how many years. So I kind of anticipated.
I wish I was participating.
Yeah, right, exactly. Anticipated like an 8 to 9 under for the tournament, but obviously these guys
they're professionals.
They're extraordinary.
You have 4 rounds on it, but that's before the practices, and
I
think I said it last week. It's so wide open.
It is.
Even going into tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even some of these guys that are 1 and 2 over.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes
look at Kevin Na, shot 200 today, so he was +1.
Yep.
I'm not saying Kevin Na is gonna go insane and make a run.
Yeah.
But who doesn't like Kevin Na?
Right.
I mean,
Scheffler. He's a stud. He could shoot 600. I mean, look at John Rahm. He's even right now. He could easily shoot a 6-7 under tomorrow.
I say it a lot, but look at Bubba. 200 today. All 3 of it or whatever.
What's he at total?
Even.
Yeah, so exactly.
What's saying he doesn't shoot 10 under tomorrow? Well, I'm saying he probably won't.
Yeah.
But
again, it's moving.
What if he did?
Never know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good names out on there that could be on top of the leaderboard tomorrow. I guess some of the other notables that missed the cut. We kind of hinted on Koepka, Dustin Johnson. Obviously, that's kind of disappointing. Lee Westwood. Obviously, we talked about him in the first episode.
Yeah, you're big on Lee.
Yeah, it just seemed like he had this cool, calm collective. He's enjoying the game of golf. He's got a different.
Now he can enjoy it without playing.
That's true. He can watch it.
He can watch it.
Have a nice beer, have a nice drink, and just enjoy it. Right?
Do you think they stay there?
Probably not. I mean,
would you pack up and leave, or would you stay there?
I think they'd probably head out. Oh. Yeah, for the most part. I mean, it depends on the person. I would say, when it was like Ricky, Justin Thomas, all the buddies, Jordan Spieth and all them, if they weren't in contention, some of those guys, they normally pre-COVID, they'll rent a house together, right?
I wish they had like a clubhouse name. You know what I mean? Like it was D Wade, Bosch, and all them. They were the Banana Boat Boys with Mello.
Yeah.
Why can't we have that in golf?
They probably have something like that we just don't know about. But I
know they went on spring break together or something, right?
Yeah, for sure.
A couple years ago.
But I think that happened a few times where, they're all together and 1 or 2 of them miss a cut, but one of them is in contention to win it, and one of them wins it, and they're still there. So which is cool. I mean, it's like if your boy's there,
super cool to see.
Yeah, if your boy's going to be, in contention, why not stay there? Support them. I mean, at the end of the day, you're buddies, but you want to see your buddy succeed. So it's like that's something pretty cool. I'm just kind of going through some of the other notables. You kind of hinted on Cantlay. He was one of the favorites. Jason Day.
I forgot about Jason Day.
I felt like he was going to have a decent run at it. Kevin Kisner, he kind of started floundering towards the end of the round. Daniel Berger,
or just looking at him,
so there's so many good players that missed the cut, but there's so many other notable names that are in contention. So tomorrow is going to be a whole different ball game, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen. If I had my money on it right now, if I was to bet, I would really think Justin Thomas will be somebody that's up there towards the top.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to see Tony Finau just because he's been so close for so long.
Yeah, and he's just he's just like a legit dude.
I think Spieth is kind of, playing the hot hand. Like Justin Rose today struggled. And when I say struggle, I don't mean like he sucked. Like shooting even at Augusta is incredible. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know.
Well,
Everyone else seems to be creeping up on him, and he didn't do much today. And tomorrow being moving day, it's really important that he does really well tomorrow.
Well, I mean, it just goes to say what Justin Rose shot. He was 2 over through the first 7 holes of the tournament,
Mm-hmm.
and then he goes and fires a 7 under for Thursday, and then he shoots even par. So I mean, he just played damage control.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
The hard part is you can't play damage control when there are 2 guys with 6 under. And
oh yeah, I'm sure he's feeling the pressure. There's a lot of people that are eyeing the leaderboard.
One bad hole and all of a sudden we have a 3-way tie.
Right. Well, again, we did talk about the stimmies on episode 1. This is episode 2. This is our second episode.
Yeah, second real one.
Second real episode.
Yeah. I'm surprised we made it this far.
Right. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. Like I said, we plan on putting out at least an episode a week is kind of the plan.
And we have a lot of fun with these.
For sure.
It's not that hard to do.
No, time consuming, but it's something that we enjoy doing.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be time consuming, but we make it time consuming.
For sure. Yeah, no, we want to put out content that we enjoy, but the average golfer enjoys as well, right?
Yeah, and we want to have
relatable.
Fan involvement, I think, is important.
Yep.
But yeah, we just want it to be 2 guys talking about golf, and who aren't the best at golf, but one is drastically better than the other. I'm not gonna say who's who.
Yeah, we won't name names.
Yeah, just don't throw me under the bus.
No, with that being said, though, the opening part of the episode, the first episode, we talked about putting bets down on the Masters, and we were talking about stimmies, and Dom here has his whole stimmy on Bryson. He didn't send him a DM, as if you did listen to the first episode, we talked about that.
I got scared. He's a
scared.
Big man. He's intimidating.
He is 1 under though, so you never know. So he does have a chance to cash out pretty solid.
I didn't want to wreck his mojo.
Yeah, I didn't want to put some funk on him or anything like that. So I did have multiple bets, and one of my bets was putting 100 on Justin Rose.
Mm-hmm.
He's at 50-1. I don't want to jinx Justin Rose, but I didn't put my stimmy on it, but
you should have.
We talked about it, and right now I would be sitting in a pretty nice spot right now at a 5K if he wins it.
Still a lot of golf left, though.
A lot of golf left. Again, we're halfway through the tournament, but I mean, like you said, there's so much golf to be played that it's anybody's game, even when he's sitting at 7 under. But he is playing awesome, and I really like Justin Rose. I mean, the guy is a champion. He's an Olympic champion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got pretty much all the accolades you'd want in a golfer, right? We did also do something new that we kind of want to incorporate in the podcast is some fan questions or Instagram follower questions. So we did post a topic of
not really a topic, but we asked what you guys would want us to talk about.
Yeah, just something that we can mention on the podcast on each episode, get your input. And we had a couple different users or Instagram followers talk about our craziest or worst experience on the golf course. And just before we kind of shed light on that and talk about that, if you do have a topic or have anything that you want to talk about on the podcast, shoot us a DM, right?
Mm-hmm.
Save Par Golf Podcast or Save Par Golf. Shoot us a DM. So kind of what our plan is give us some topics, give us something that you want us to talk about, and we will take the best answers or best questions, and we'll talk about them on the podcast, and we'll also mention you on the podcast. So we would love your feedback. And as I said, shoot us a DM, shoot us a message. So I said we had a few people kind of mention craziest or worst experience on the golf course. So I'll just start with you, Dom. What's the worst experience you've had on the golf course?
I haven't had really any bad experiences. I've had some weird ones, but nothing awful. I know the one comes to mind is we were there when that guy had a heart attack.
Yeah, that would definitely say same here. I don't know as far as worst experience I've had.
I mean, definitely one of the first rounds I ever played was awful, and I wanted to throw my clubs in the pond in the movies. I didn't, but that's all growing.
I think that's pretty relatable for any golfer, though.
Especially Siwoo Kim today.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's kind of the beauty behind the Siwoo Kim smashing the putter. It's like we can all relate.
Yeah.
Right?
Or John Daly throwing, whatever.
For sure. Yeah, just that anger management, like having the issues. Yeah, as far as crazy experience, definitely me and Dom were getting ready to play a round of golf, and we were actually at the driving range. And at the golf course that we were playing at, the 18th, there's actually several courses on this property, and where we were at, we're on the driving range, and there's an 18 hole. The 18th hole is facing the driving range right next to us, off to the right. Yep. So we're hitting balls, getting ready to tee off on hole number 1, and the 18th green is right next to it. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, we kind of just look over and we see a guy laying on the ground.
And then an ambulance came, and
yeah, there was a fire truck. I mean, they drove it right out to the middle of the fairway, and a guy ended up having a heart attack, and his buddy that was with him saved his life. He gave him CPR. So, I mean, as far as crazy experience, that's got to be by far the craziest experience.
Yeah.
It makes me want to learn CPR right now.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Sorry, there's a little office take on that one. But yeah, that's definitely crazy.
I think so. Other than like, oh yeah, I hit a ball and it went off some rocks and whatever. Every once in a while, everybody does that. But yeah, that's like the only real crazy thing.
What's your worst experience?
Well, let me answer that by using a question that Alex Robertson sent the pod. He asked like what your favorite chipping club is. Okay. So first of all, the worst experience I've ever had is learning how to hit wedges. Just because I can't.
It's probably the toughest club to hit besides your driver.
Yep. So ironically, my favorite chipping club is I love my 60. I miss it. I don't physically have it right now because it's somewhere in California.
Getting worked on or what?
Oh yeah, dude, it's gonna be sweet. Thank you, Jason.
Customized wedge?
Yeah. It's gonna be stamped, painted. We're doing it Last Dance themed.
Is it guaranteed to hit the green 60% of the time every time?
Depends on what sense I'm using.
Gotcha. All right.
But yeah, the worst experience has to be the wedges. For a long time I was really bad. It's like, oh, I hit it really good, but I hit it fat, or I felt like I hit it really good and it's like 40 yards over the green.
But yeah, you picked it clean and just
yeah.
Have you ever broken a club?
3
clubs?
I broke.
This guy's got anger problems.
2 drivers and my 4-iron. I broke 2 drivers in like the same week.
Can somebody get this man a driver? I think we need someone to send this man a driver.
Cobra, you want to?
And maybe some anger management classes as well.
The first driver, we were playing, I think an executive course. I was with a couple of my buddies, and I had dropped it, like on the head, and it kind of cracked.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, it was an accident. And then I played the hole with it, and then it was that bunker. So, you get to that dog leg after that short par 3.
Yep.
And
right against bunker.
Yep. Yeah. Swung, and the driver head went flying, and nobody believed me. So we went up and walked to it, and I said, "Yep, there's a driver head." And then I ordered some kind of Titleist.
Okay.
It was like secondhand. It was used. It was just cheap, so I could keep playing. And then I broke it. One, I don't know how it broke. It just broke. I think I might have hit like the connector piece on the hosel.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And then the 4-iron, we were playing at a course up north called Wolf Ridge.
And you just broke it right over your knee?
I wish. That would have been a cooler story.
Cool, just something badass.
Yeah. So I'm hitting my shot, and I thought it was like some moss or whatever. No, it was a rock.
Oh,
so
that'll do it.
Hit, and the ball went over the pond, and my 4-iron head went in the pond.
Oh, so you lost it?
I lost it. So I couldn't even get it reshafted or whatever. And I'm looking on eBay for them. And now I have a 4 hybrid, which
that's brutal.
Doesn't make much sense to me.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of clubs broken for not actually purposely breaking a club. Now that I think of it, I did actually break. I've had several drivers in my career. I don't want to say like career, like as I'm like a good golfer by any means, but I mean I've had multiple drivers. But I did buy a Nike driver, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It was several years ago, but I loved it.
Did you have the Sasquatch, the square one?
No, it was a round one. It was sick. It was newer than that. And got it wrapped, got a new shaft on it. It was awesome. I mean, I could bomb it, but I only hit it at Dick's Sporting Goods. Normally I went to Golf Galaxy, right? I hit it at Dick's Sporting Goods and I was bombing it.
Which is funny because now they're the same.
Yeah. So I was bombing it, but again, we've kind of talked about this too, about increasing your yardage on the simulator screens, blah, blah. But in any case, I was hitting it and I had a really good deal on it. I had a gift card. I'm like, yeah, let's go for it. So I bought it. So I technically only hit it at the simulator at Dick's Sporting Goods. So I brought it up to a local driving range, indoor driving range. My second tee shot, all of a sudden I smoke a drive and bam, the head just freaking flies off like 60 yards into it. It's a dome. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's multiple people inside the dome hitting golf balls.
Is this that one by... I
don't know if... I don't. Is
it that one we went to?
Yeah, in Brooklyn Park? Osseo. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing went like 60 yards. So my uncle goes out, runs out and grabs it. Mm-hmm. I want to say, I don't think it was the Nike Covert.
Was it one of the Vapors?
No.
I had a Vapor Speed because I have a really fast clubhead speed.
Sure. I can't remember the name off the top, but I loved it. But I only got to hit it a few times with my uncle. So, I mean, the nice thing is Dick's Sporting Goods was super cool about it. They ended up replacing it. I ended up actually gifting it to my uncle, who actually went out and risked his life while there's people hitting freaking rockets to the freaking other side of the dome. But so I ended up giving it to him, and he could bomb the ball. But I mean, I've had TaylorMade. I've had multiple drivers, but like I said, right now in the bag I have is the Cobra Speed Zone, and I've loved Cobra, love the sound, love the feel, and I'll continue to game the Cobra. But yeah, I guess that's the only club I think I've ever broken, and it wasn't out of anger or frustration. It was actually just like I said, it was like the second shot I hit outside of me testing the club.
Well, you make it sound like I was mad and broke mine.
No, I know.
I wish with you. It'd be a cool story.
You should have said that. Yeah. I snapped them all over my
chasing
knee.
A goose or whatever.
Right. Yeah. And as far, I did forget.
I did break a bag.
You broke a bag?
Yeah. Like the stand bags.
How'd you break it? What do you mean broke it?
Like the legs quit flopping out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was a Nike one, and I had it for like 3 days.
Man, we're really dogging Nike right now.
Jeez. Yeah. Wow, who would have thought?
Seriously.
But yeah, I had it for a few days, and just like, I don't know if I was like dragging it or something happened, but yeah, the legs broke.
Did they hook you up or anything?
Ironically, got my bag from Dick's.
That is weird.
So yeah, they swapped them, and that's why I had that white and red one.
Sure.
And now I have the Sun Mountain one. Yep.
Yeah. No, that is strange. So, I said I've only owned one Nike driver, and had those issues. Yeah. But again, they took care of it, and it was a good driver. So my uncle used it, and he could bomb a ball. So it worked out. Mm-hmm. But when we were talking about it, I didn't really think about breaking a driver until we were really kind of after you talked about breaking 3 clubs. Another, I guess I wouldn't say as far as worst experience I've had, and I've had many of these worst experiences, is something that we hinted about growing the game of golf, is when you book a tee time or you call the clubhouse, the pro shop, and they're like, yeah, we're not busy. And you go up there.
Swamped.
And there's literally 6, 7, 8 carts deep. And you know that this round of golf is going to take literally 2 days. Mm-hmm. So as far as worst experience, that's happened on multiple occasions. And I would say that that's definitely the worst experiences. When you show up and there's 6, 7 carts deep. Mm-hmm. The best experience, though, is when you get there and there's literally no one on the tee box and you know you could just fly through it.
Yeah.
That's arguably the best thing a golfer could have, is knowing that there's no one in front of you, no one behind you. You can just cruise. No pressure.
I'll piggyback off that. I think the worst is when you walk up, you're just like, man, I just want to go play. So you walk up and then there's a tournament going on and you're like, okay.
Or league.
Yeah. So now I have to find like 4 other courses just in case. And then, of course, if it's league night at one course.
Yeah. There's pretty much league on every course.
Basically.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of, I don't know if that's like all around the nation, but that's pretty similar around, pretty well similar on pretty much every course in Minnesota. It's like they have like the same league night.
And it's always like the same time.
Yeah.
And it's, I think that's the worst is when you're like just pumped to go. Or like today, we wanted to go play a par 3 course and it rained.
Yeah, it's been raining. Yeah, it's been raining.
And when it wasn't raining, it was cold.
Yeah.
It was windy.
Windy, cold, cloudy.
We don't ask for much.
No.
Just want to play. But then we found out the course wasn't even open.
Yeah, we did.
So that would have been embarrassing.
We did get to play some PGA. Was it 2K?
2K21.
You kicked my butt.
Yep.
Every round. I mean, it wasn't even. I thought I was dialed in, and then the guy is a putting machine.
That's what it feels like when I play with you in real life. I'm like, man, I feel good.
Well, that's high praise. Thank you.
It's like
the truth.
It's like I feel good. Like I'm like, man, I hit a good shot. And then you're like, wow, my shot was really bad, and then it's in front of mine.
Well, for the record, I think I did beat you in what we looked at the stats. Fairways and regulations and gers. But the guy's a putting machine. Dude doesn't miss. I mean, the guy's got tiger vision the whole time. So we did get to play some golf, I guess, right?
Yeah.
That is something too we kind of slightly covered. In the future, maybe we could get like a Twitch cooking. Mm-hmm. And if you guys are interested, we could get like a tournament.
There's like a speed golf feature for like the online that game. I haven't played the speed golf, but
I've only played this game 3 times or 2 times, but it's sweet.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
So if anyone's listening that's interested, maybe we could do a Twitch, do a live stream. We could do a Save Par Golf podcast tournament. We could do some goodies.
And I know we've been talking to a company around here where they have simulators and food.
Yep, adult beverages, food, and we could put together. We're
like a league.
Yep. Yeah. So we got things cooking that we want to launch eventually, but again, we're still kind of
in the baby phase.
Yeah, we're in the early stages of everything. So I hope that if you guys are listening and you do have any suggestions, or if you are interested, like I said, shoot us a DM, Save Par Golf Podcast or Save Par Golf. Either one, we're always on our Instagram account. So send us a message. Not to get away from the topic, but we were still kind of hinting on the worst experiences or craziest experience. There was one crazy experience that I forgot to mention. This was a couple of years ago with one of my coworkers. I don't know how crazy it is, but I thought it was kind of crazy. But we were playing a par 5 golf, par 5 hole.
I thought you were going to say par 5 golf course.
No, I was about to. I might even kind of say.
I've never heard of that before.
And so we're getting ready. We hit our drives and we were both in similar spots. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we hear this loud thud within like 15 feet of me. And it turned out it was a big old bald eagle that had a huge carp and dropped it like right next to me. I mean, this carp was probably 20 pounds easily. It was huge.
Okay, big carp.
It made a huge thud. I mean, of course, bald eagle's huge, right?
Right.
So, I mean, this thing just kept circling, and I don't know if it just like couldn't hang on to it or something like that, but it basically dropped it like right next to me. And I'm thinking, par 5, eagle, just dropped a huge fish. I'm going eagle on this.
Yeah.
Of course, I shake my next shot.
And you bogeyed.
Or double.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
I don't know if that's really that crazy, but it was pretty cool seeing a bald eagle hovering around. And again, out of nowhere. I mean, I think if that fish would have hit me, I probably would have knocked me out cold.
I feel like whenever you see any kind of wildlife on a golf course, it's a little weird.
It is.
It kind of.
You see a lot of deer. I do want to go to like Australia and see a wallaby or a kangaroo.
That'd be cool.
Dude, that is like one thing.
My big fear is we'll go there and we'll see like the big spiders.
Yeah,
and I'll never go back.
I don't want to see that.
No.
I don't want to see that. But I want to see like a wallaby or a kangaroo just hanging out right next to me.
A friend of mine studied abroad.
While I'm eating wallaby licorice. Yeah.
A friend of mine studied abroad in Australia. Australia, and she loved it. So it's something that I want to do. But yeah, she had a blast. So I can't imagine it's not fun to play golf there.
I have heard there's a lot of big bugs out there, like you said, and spiders.
They have like big scorpions. Although I've heard bigger scorpions are safer than the little ones.
Yeah, that could be.
I don't know. They freak me out.
We see Minnesota. We have mosquitoes
and snakes,
and not even real. I mean, we have snakes,
not even dangerous.
Nothing like dangerous, but mosquitoes really just pain in the ass.
Ticks
and mosquitoes. Yeah, and then the humidity. But
and then like 4 feet of snow.
Yeah, and then 4 feet of snow.
Gotta love it.
Yep. So wallaby golfing, I definitely would love to see that, or even like a bear here. I mean, there's bears up
if I saw a bear here, I would leave.
Really?
Like, I would get in that golf cart and I would drive away.
That's what you do. You wouldn't want to break your 5th club or your 4th club.
If it chases me, you can have the bag.
Yeah, just take it. Take whatever you want. No, those are probably the craziest and worst experiences that we've had, I guess. Again, if you have any questions for us or
it doesn't have to be golf related.
Yeah, no, whatever you want. You could talk about whatever. I mean, like I said, our opening theme is talking about golf and things. If you want to talk about something else, drop us a message, right? Yeah, shoot us a DM.
I like baseball. You're a basketball guy.
Basketball.
Both like football.
Yeah, both like football.
I don't not like basketball. I just
don't follow it as much.
I mean, like the Wolves suck.
The Wolves are bad.
I mean, we've got good players, and I say good in parentheses or not air quotes. There we go. Yeah, but they don't play well together unless you're D-Lo and Cat.
That's every year. I mean, we have battled injuries. We battle.
It's not even injuries at this point.
Well, yeah, D-Lo's his first game back in freaking forever.
He played last week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's his first time back, and him and Cat have only played 6 games though. Like he's been on the team. I know. That's what I mean. Though.
A year.
We've battled injuries. Yeah. It's not to get on the basketball topic, but yeah, that's the thing. Shoot us a DM. Shoot us a message. Let us know what you guys want to talk about. Our plan is if you guys got something interesting to talk about, or if you guys have a crazy or bad experience on the golf course, let us know what your experience is, and we would love to share them on the podcast here. So that's kind of our plan. We want to kind of do that weekly. It doesn't have to be your crazy or worst experience, but something funny, something crazy,
something cool,
something interesting, shoot us a message. We would love to share it and talk about it. The whole purpose of this podcast is to help grow the game, but also just be relatable to the average golfer.
And have fun. I mean, we're here to have fun. Golf's fun.
Yep. For the most part. Unless you're shooting 25 over. Then it's not fun.
I'm still having a blast. I'm having a blast at 25 over.
Yeah, at this point, it's going to be like one of those memes where you put your clubs out on the end of the street and just get
for free.
Yeah, put a free sign out there. Although I don't know if I would want to take them after shooting a round of golf of 25 over. That's kind of bad juju. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just spray something on them.
I mean, COVID, so Lysol them.
That's true. You do have to probably spray.
Either way, you're spraying them.
That's true. Yeah. We'll follow up. We plan on launching another podcast in the upcoming weeks.
I do have to add, we did say we would follow up on what we did for dinner. I mean, it was at 2 a.m. last week. Yeah, what we did.
Yeah, we stayed up pretty late last week.
Did not get tacos.
Did not do tacos.
I wanted tacos.
Yep. The unfortunate thing with COVID is in downtown, they close down at 11 o'clock at night. So the food situation is kind of limited.
We had chicken.
We did have some Mexican food.
Yeah, some chicken.
Some new Mexican food that I've never had before.
I don't know what that pepper thing was.
No.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
But the chicken was good.
Chicken was really good. No tacos, though.
No, Chinese food tonight for me.
I went with the American Mexican food today with my all-time favorite, Chipotle. We did... It did take forever to get.
Yeah, yours was weird. And then they just left it.
They literally set it outside my entryway, not of not of the condo, but out by the door.
Yeah,
not
of
even
the lobby.
Inside of the lobby.
Yeah.
So that was kind of strange. It was sealed, so that was okay. So if you guys have food topics that you want to talk about,
I love food.
Food's good.
Oh,
Everyone loves food. So if you guys got something that you guys want us to try, that might be something we could talk about.
no, I'm scared. That scares me.
Yeah, I'm a picky eater, but like I like hot food. So,
Like spicy or?
oh yeah. Spicy hot food, Mexican food, Chinese food, any type of food. But I am kind of picky, but I have definitely grown my food palate. So if you guys got some recommendations on maybe some Mexican food,
If we can get Derek to eat some lutefisk,
I ain't eating no lutefisk.
you gotta eat some lutefisk.
For the record, so my wife just started like, well, I don't want to say forcing me because she didn't force me, but helped. That sounds terrible. She helped me eat grilled salmon for the first time. And to be honest with you, I absolutely loved it.
You'd never had salmon before?
No, I'm not a huge seafood fan.
Have you ever had smoked salmon?
No.
Ooh, smoke it.
See, I'm not a fish. We have a cabin, and if we go catch fish, and I'll eat it that way, that's fine. But I'll never go order fish, right?
Oh,
But
I get catfish. Like if
I've heard that's pretty good too.
I like catfish.
Again, I'm just not like I'm more of a chicken guy. I don't like that fishy. I'm just not a huge fan.
See,
of the
I don't
fish.
go out places and get chicken.
See, I'm the opposite. Like I'll get chicken all day long because I know I like chicken,
Right.
but I won't get fish unless like if somebody else bought it and then like I tried them. Oh, it's good. Then I would consider it.
Yeah.
But I would never just go to a menu and see, oh, there's like grilled salmon. I would never just order it because I don't know how they're preparing.
Do you like sushi then?
Not really.
See, because like
I've had it once.
like for me, you got to cook that fish.
Yeah, because sushi's raw fish.
Yeah, no,
And it depends
cook
on the
it.
sushi. There's multiple forms of sushi, right?
Yeah, you got to cook the fish.
Yeah.
For me to
Yes.
even get close.
Yeah.
But then it's not sushi.
Right. Because it's raw fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
I hear you. But I had this grilled salmon with some rice. Oh man, it was good. I had it for 4 days straight, like for my lunch.
Did you meal prep?
Yeah, I meal prepped it, and it was really good.
Did you go to Costco get?
Yeah, no,
Big
that's
bag?
really what
Did
we
you
got.
really?
Yeah, my brother like actually is the one that hooked us up. That's how we got hooked on it. My brother eats it all the time, and my wife tried it, and she kind of like was like, "Hey, try this," and finally I did, and yeah, that was kind of history. I had it 4 days in a row. So I have tried something new. Salmon is now my go-to through the work week.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you guys to give us another recommendation. What's something else that I should try? Something healthy though, semi-healthy.
I like salads.
I mean, salads
Salads are good.
Yeah, for sure. We got some pretty good awesome salad spots here downtown here.
I had crisp and green for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Love crispy green. It's
Thing
expensive,
it was
but it's
huge.
It is good.
Yeah.
And they do give you a decent portion. It is expensive, but like I said, they give you a good portion, so it's not like terrible. You can almost make it 2 salads.
Yeah, I'm a big Zupas guy.
Zupas, I've had it once.
I like
That was good.
Zupas.
Yeah, so if there's things that you guys have recommendations as far as food, by all means, send us a message. You said we talk golf and things, so you just let us know.
Yeah, because we haven't talked golf for a few minutes now.
No,
It's
yeah,
been
we definitely got off. Yeah, we got off.
We
track.
always end this with food, which I shouldn't say always because this is episode 2. But so far, 2 for 2. We've said tacos twice.
Yeah, we have to finish on getting tacos at some point.
When we stop recording these at like 11:30.
This is it's 12:30.
Right, but we started at 11:30.
That's true. Yeah.
So we should stop that so we get tacos.
Get tacos before.
No, after. Like if we set this
I see
up.
what you're saying. I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Like if we set this up early enough, we can still do things at the end of this and not just
For
go to
sure.
bed.
Yeah, I mean, because technically there are places that are still open this late, but with everything going on right now, they're not.
Yeah.
Because tacos at this time sounds really good.
I'm still full for my Chinese.
They looked really good. What was it again? The pot? What was it called?
Urban Walk.
The pot.
Oh, the pot stickers.
First time I had one of those.
Those are
Yeah.
good. You got to get them well done so they're nice and crispy.
It was really good. What was it? Soy sauce or like a
It was
teriyaki sauce?
a ginger garlic sauce.
Yeah, again, like 5 years ago, you asked me to try that, I would never try it.
God, even last week you wouldn't have.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Expanding my food palate, which is
A grown man with the palate of
100% my wife is doing. She's definitely helped me with that. So
you're a grown man with a palate of a 7-year-old.
Exactly.
You just want chicken tendies and fries.
Chicken tenders and fries without any sauces, unless it's buffalo or barbecue.
I say you gotta have barbecue.
Yeah. So again, we appreciate you guys. I said this is our second episode. We had a blast on the first episode. Of course, we had a blast this episode. Please shoot us a message. We would love for you to subscribe.
If you want to sponsor an episode, we're open for that too. We can talk about it.
Sponsors are huge. We would love to. Again, shoot us a message, email, prefer to shoot us a DM, Save Par Golf Podcast, or at Save Par Golf on Instagram. I think that's the wrap.
Yeah. Thank you to Gorilla Golf for sending us some cool swag.
They had a sweet swag box.
It's somewhere around here.
Yeah, it is. The box itself is sick.
Yeah, or even Bogey Bros for hooking it up.
They hooked it up. Yeah, we had 2 great mail days. Bogey Bros with some hats, some stickers, tees, koozies. And again, Gorilla Golf, they hooked it up. Golf towel.
My favorite thing from Gorilla, other than these cool hats that they made for us.
Yeah, custom 1-of-1 Save Par Golf podcast hat. You guys got to check them out. It's Gorilla Golf. They're on Instagram.
They also sent a big Lebowski themed head cover and says Abide. So it's the dude's Abide. Love it. Love that movie. Love that it's based on the sweater. Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's a new company and they're already knocking it out of the park. So hit them up and also hit up Bogey Bros.
I can link them. Well, I don't know how to link, but I'll add them to the description.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because 2 great companies. They said quality products too.
Yeah, no, I was really impressed, especially with them being newer.
For sure.
I'm a big quality guy. I think quality says a lot about what you're putting out.
Yep. And not only that too, just the experience as far as customer experience. Super legit dudes.
That whole unboxing experience from Gorilla.
Yep.
I hope that's not just for us, and I hope that's what they do for everybody.
Yeah, I think I kind of was obviously looking at their account, and it looks like they kind of had that throughout the.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think pretty much whoever's going to order a box is going to get some pretty sick goodies.
It was sweet, yeah.
And we have actually talked about collabing with them in the future.
Yep.
So maybe we'll put together a sweet giveaway for you guys, for all the podcast listeners exclusively.
Yeah, we could do it on the pod Instagram. We'll figure it out.
Yep. So again, we appreciate it. Hopefully we'll be launching episode 3 here shortly, and then we can kind of recap on the future or the next Masters champion.
Hopefully. Yeah. Unless there's like 4 extra whatever when you go into overtime in golf. Yeah. Playoff holes. There we go. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. Well, you guys have a good night, and we will talk with you guys in probably next week.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right. Maybe we'll talk tacos or have tacos.
God, I hope we do both.
All right. Thanks so much for listening. Have a good night.
Yep. Thank you.